blessed. Mom regrets not having the technology to be here tonight. You have represented her well. I just wanted to know that the meeting is now streaming live on custom live streaming service. So we've extended our platform. Thelma Drummond is saying, my sincere condolences to the Wray family. And here is somebody from the Reed family saying, I remember Aunt Gertie always gave me a smalls in my pocket. She would roll it up in her hand and quietly and secretly put it in my hand. God bless her and her kind spirit. Lily, yes, man, the P name, Pinnock. Lily Richards Pinnock says, my deepest sympathy to the entire family. Let's live to see that beautiful soul again. Her special kindness to the Pinnocks will always be remembered. Uh, Galaxy S9. Oh, yes, Smith. Yes, some people say Smith. They put a big emphasis on the TH Grayson at the end of the name. Smith. But, and let me tell you something. You know, just pause a moment. Because I am a linguist by interest and by research. And that combination of, say, the S and the M or the S and the N, like for snow, Smith, sneeze. Jamaican people say simit and sneeze and sinu. The coming together of those two consonants is called Asvarabhakti. Svarabhakti. The vowel that comes right after that whole combination is called a Svarabhakti vowel. And it is difficult. It's something that comes, I think, from our African history, because those two consonants don't come together in West African speech. So you have to discipline your mind to really say it together. Anyway, that's me and how Jamaican patois comes together and how we talking come together. All right then. So we need the link. I need you to give me the link so that I can, Philip, so that we can share with the folks so that they can share it with their family and so on. All right, here is this thing. The person with the Galaxy S9, you are recognized, and we give you permission now, Galaxy S9, to speak. That's Faith. You may speak.
This is Faith. This came to me as a surprise because the last time I was in touch with Miss Wray, she's actually my adopted mom. I had sent my younger brother to go visit with her to find out how she's doing, but he told me she wasn't doing well. And I see that I've been trying to find Yvonne and Grace has phone number to get in touch with them, but I was not able to. But when I heard this news, I was not expecting that. I, I, I was not expecting to hear this news. She was my mother, and she has done so much for me. And ever since I left Jamaica, I've not been able to see her. And to hear this is so sad. I'm sorry, but I really would love to get Yvonne and Grayson's phone number if they can give me their number. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing with us, Faith. And we do, we hold your hand and we give you a hug. And we just want to commend to you the word of the Lord, in which He says He will never leave us and He will never forsake us. And there's going to come a day when all the tears will be wiped away from our eyes by Jesus Himself. And there will be no more death, neither sorrowing nor crying, because there will be no more pain. And Yvonne is going to speak with you and she'll give you the number and all of that. So listen out for a conversation from Yvonne, okay?
Okay. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for coming and for sharing. And know that we are all in this together.
Thank you.
All right, my darling. Bless you. And Howard is also saying, condolences to the family of Sister Wray. We have fond memories of her hospitality, where we spent many weekends in her home while attending alumni functions at NCU. Herfa, Howard Latoya, and Taj Shaw. We will miss her. Her memories live on in her children. Um, and her family, I'm not sure which of the reads is saying, this warms my heart to hear how she was loved. Galaxy S9. Oh, it's Faith. Yes, and I'm going to just read a little bit of what she said. Hi, Grace Ann and Yvonne. This is Faith. I'm so sad to hear about Mommy Gertrude. I'm very sad, and it is still unbelievable. I've been trying to reach both of you and so on. Please accept my condolences. We have lost our mother, a wonderful and great mother, and a great lady, a wonderful woman of God. Please know, yes, that this is a great loss for all of us. Lisa Marie Samuels says, Grace Ann, Yvonne, and the rest of the family, please take sincere condolences from my family to yours. We will always remember her kindness as our neighbor and the care and concern she and Brother Ray offered us. May you all find comfort during this most difficult time. Our prayers continue to be with you all. Lady Yvonne Bignall from NCU, she says, sincerest condolences to Yvonne and Grace Ann and family on the passing of your mother, our dear Sister Ray. And of course, this is coming not only from Sister Yvonne Bignall, but also from dear Pastor Derek Bignall and their families. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I take you back to um, the regular programming. Everything is regular in the scheme of things. I would like to invite, is it Sanjay? Wait a minute. Um, Wait a little bit. Yes, Sanjo. Sanjo. Sanjo, could you please open your mic and share
Actually, it
with us?
sounds like Sanya.
Oh, and there I am talking about pronunciation. Sanyo? Is it Sanyo? Sanjo? Is it Sanyo? Well, if it is Sanyo, I invite you to open your mic and to give us your tribute at this time. Please stand by Pastor Michael Henry.
I think Sanya went to get her chocolate.
But
And that little red herring, she soon come.
chocolate.
Yes.
You were to
Is
fill
it
it.
is it chocolate or chocolate? I mean,
Chocolate. It's something you drink, you know. It's not the chocolate that you eat.
okay, so chocolate.
It's something that you put into your enamel mug and you blow it before you taste it because that little skin you see on the top is very deceptive.
Very
It
hot,
is
yeah.
a very hot experience. So it's chocolate. Then boil one pot of chocolate tea with all the fried fish they caught in the sea. That is such a piece of foolishness. The fried fish they caught in the sea. Anyway, while we wait on Sanyo, I'll just let you get also from Anna to everyone, good night. My sincere condolences to the Ray families. Veronica says she got to practice on me to prepare for Yvonne and Grace Ann. So I am her first child. You hear that, Yvonne? You hear that, Grace Ann? I know you, Yvonne. Somebody come before you. All right. Laverne says condolences to Yvonne and her entire family from Andre Miller Willis and from the Andre Miller Willis and Hayes families. Virtual hugs and much love. You remain in my prayer and my prayers. Joy Hewitt says, condolences to the Ray's family, especially Yvonne and Grace Ann. And I see that I have a few minutes to look at down here. Yes, so ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time now for us to welcome to this virtual platform Pastor Mikey Henry. He is going to cut a tune. Yes, cut a tune. Hop in the mic, Pastor Mikey, and cut a tune in celebration and in honor of Gertrude Elizabeth Wray.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. You know, I was not one of those who was fortunate enough to have been taught by Sister Ray. As I sit here and listen and hear people bragging and boasting, I feel somewhat jealous. But even though she never taught me, she related to me like I was one of her students. As a matter of fact, in many ways, like I was one of her children. You know, always kind, always approachable, always concerned, interested in what I was doing. And whenever I did something right, he always had a word of commendation. And so, I mean, I feel her loss along with everybody else. Um, but allow me to be a little, I'm not here in that kind of capacity, but let me be a little official for a moment, because as education director of the union, I think it is appropriate if I just chip out of and chip into that mode for just a little bit, just to say how much we appreciate her service as a teacher and a builder of Adventist Christian education. She's one of those foot soldiers, those persons who through sacrifice and commitment have helped to build the system into something of which we can all be proud, and something that has contributed to where so many of us are today. And so I want to pay tribute as Director of Education. But back into the Mikey Henry mode, I just wanted to say that one of the best contributions she has made to our lives was the rearing of two fine daughters. And I'm proud to say that one of those was my classmate. We're coming from that place. Many of you know that place. You have been there. It's called Fur. We are coming from Fur, Yvonne and I. And I just want to say, Yvonne, that I know how much you loved your mother. I know how attached you were to her. And as somebody who is afflicted with the same kind of disease, I can feel how you feel at this moment. Let me just say, God knows what he's doing. He does everything in his own time. And as many others have said so far, we look forward to seeing Sister Ray again, because we know the promise for those who have been faithful. And so I'm supposed to be cutting a tune. Viv. All things work for our good, though sometimes we don't see how they could. Struggles that break our hearts in two sometimes bind us to the truth. Our Father knows what's best for us. We're never on our own. So when your pathway grows dim and you just can't see him, remember you're never alone. God is too wise to be mistaken. God is too good to be unkind. So when you don't understand, when you don't see his plan, when you can't trace his hand, trust his heart. He sees the master plan, and he holds the future in his hand. So don't live as those who have no hope, but our hope is found in him. We see the present clearly, but he sees the first and the last. And like a tapestry, he's weaving you and me to someday be just like him. God is too wise to be mistaken. God is too good to be unkind. So when you don't understand, when you don't see his plan, when you can't trace his hand, trust his heart. 'Cause he is always faithful and true. He alone knows what is best for you. This God is too wise to be mistaken. God is too good to be unkind. So when you don't understand, when you don't see his plan, when you can't trace his hand, trust his heart. When you can't trace his hand, trust his heart. Trust his heart. Trust his heart.
Thank you. The very honeyed tones of our dear friend and brother, Pastor Mikey Henry. That was a good tune. And you know something? I looked into the saucer on the table and I see that all the salt and sugar is still there. He didn't even need to use that. You know, in the traditional gatherings to memorialize our departed persons in this country of ours, Jamaica, there is a tradition in which a saucer is placed on the table and sugar, a mixture of sugar and salt, are placed in that saucer. And that is reputed to be good for the singer's throat. That saucer is for the singer man. And I didn't see him taking any of that. So it sounds like he has his own salt and sugar down in the throat hole. Thank you very much. That was good singing. As usual, Pastor Maggie. Bless you, bless you. And the sentiments, we all support those sentiments. When you can't trace God's hands, certainly it pays to trust his heart. And his heart is poised, is posited with only good for all his children. Bless you for that message. And I know that the family have received you well. And so we are going to invite at this point. We have a few more items and we have a few more messages to share. I'm going to share a few of these messages and then we're going to invite Donnie Hines down there in Florida. We give you an opportunity to drop a few tunes, maybe 2 or 3 tunes in the space, and then we'll go back to our tributes. All right, so let's just say Marjorie Powell says, my sincerest love and condolences to my friends Yvonne, Grace Ann, and family. Mom was very special and helpful and encouraging. I still have a poem on motherhood that she gave me when I had my first child. That's beautiful. Patrice Williams Gordon says, Yvonne and Grace Ann, no, I have to take a sip of this thing here. Yes. Yvonne, Grace Ann, and your families do accept our condolences. You both did an exceptional job in caring and loving your mom, and I can testify to that too. The sadness will linger, but the pride you should feel from the attention you gave will make the memories soothe the hurt. Know that Daniel and I continue to pray for you on this too familiar journey. You know we loved her so much. Condolences to the Ray's family from the Thomas family. Janice, I hear you. Roy, Joy, Donna, Rose, and Lorna. Our condolences, says Marcia, to the entire Ray family during this time. Though she will be greatly missed, you do not weep as those without hope, because she lives on in Christ. We undergird you with our prayers and love. From our hearts and our home to yours, from Marcia, the Babington, and Slater families. Also, um, Sister Lori Spence fell. Going to mommy's home to visit her was like a special treat. She has left a void that cannot be filled. No one will understand. And Dowdy says, Mrs. Wray was special. She was my first teacher at the WIT primary school, grade 3, after leaving England and relocating to Mandeville. She was warm, friendly, and I do remember the many hard spankings, hand spankings, birthday celebrations, her running out of the classroom to snatch a student, and regular conversations with Mummy about me. You know, she's from England, so we got to give her a little accent there. So, While in school, everyone was her child. The last time we spoke on the phone, we reflected about when we lost my paper, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my goodness gracious, I lost my space on this page. Good. The last time we spoke on the phone, we reflected about it all and laughed. A tribute for a life well lived. To the family, thank you for sharing her. We were all blessed by her life. Thank you so much, N. Dowdy, for your tribute there. They have love to Yvonne and Grace and from Patsy and Winston Morgan, Sister Ray's former neighbors in the late 80s. So now, ladies and gentlemen, having heard those tributes, we're going to go to some more tributes in music, and it is Donnie Hines down there in Florida who is going to take it away at this time.
Good evening, everybody. I too want to add my part to Sister Ray tribute. I met Sister Ray in 1986. I was living right beside her, and I remember I always under the orange tree playing my guitar. And one day she called me, and we were talking. She asked me which church I go to, so I told her I go to College Church, and she invited me to North Patrick Church. And then when she realized that I can play the keyboard and guitar, she started inviting me to Pathfinders Club, and we always have fun. And Saturday night and Sabbath evening, that's Friday evening, we would have gone there, and we would have devotions, and we would sing, and I would play my guitar. And Saturday night, I would have over there with Grayson, and would play some folk songs, and would sing, and Brother Ray would laugh, and we would have fun. But one of the best gifts that Sister Ray left with me is actually Grayson. Grayson and I have developed a strong bond like brothers and sisters. And we kept that relationship from 1986 until now. We always keep in touch. And I must say thanks, Sister Ray, for giving me Grayson. I'm going to sing one of those folk songs that I always do, and I think I'll be doing a couple more. But I don't know if you guys have everything ready. I already eat my hard-dough bread and my coffee and my chocolate. Oh, chocolate, So we're gonna look on some mango time. We no drink coffee, tea, mango time. Hero night it may be mango time. In the heat of the mango crop, when the fruit them are ripe and drop, what's the part? Turn it down, mango time. It's chirping time, lad, and it's fine, it's mango time. Robin mango, it's so sweet, mango time. Don't buy them and the beer is cheap. Pop the bankrupt on the brim, but the bankrupt must full, it's mango time. Make we go a mango walk, mango time. For it's only this top, mango time. Make we jump on the big jackass, riding down after papas. Make the bankrupt must be full, mango time. We know, come on, move the ship, come on. Oh, we know drink coffee, tea, mango time. Hero night, it may be mango time. All right, in the heat of the mango crop, when the fruit them are ripe and sharp, what's the part? Turn it down, mango time. All right, what's the part? Turn it down, mango time. All right, oh, what the part? Turn it down, it's mango time. Your time.
I thought you said a couple of songs.
Oh, I should do more than one? Oh, I thought you were going to put me in, interval.
Oh.
It was under the coconut tree. Darling, it was under the coconut tree. You promised to marry to me. Darling, it was under the coconut tree. All right, it was under the coconut tree. It was under, come on, coconut tree. Grab your partner and move. You promised to marry to me. Darling, it was under the coconut tree. All right. Under the coconut tree. Under the coconut tree. You promised you marry to me. It was under the coconut tree. It was under the coconut tree. It was under the coconut tree. You promised you married to me, darling. It was under the coconut tree.
Thank you, Donnie. Thank you. Donnie?
Yes.
Yeah, you look at the salt and sugar, yeah.
I'm ready for it.
You ready?
I've sung for a long while.
But let me tell you something. The energy and the joy of sharing your musical talent by itself is entertainment enough for me. Thank you. So before we end the night, I am going to come at you for another number, okay? So
All right.
go on with your little salt and your little sugar in the meantime.
Right.
So that's all right. So
I'm a chocolate.
the chocolate.
You see this? You only can find it in Florida, you know. We only have chocolate in Florida. We don't have chocolate. Because the chocolate have the grease on the top. That conceal the heat.
On top.
So when you spit that, you know, it burn your tongue and you can't spit it out. We don't have that in Florida.
Well, whenever somebody comes back to Jamaica, you see, you ask them to check with me in Mandeville. I will send you 2 balls of chocolate. So you can get your eye on top and the bun top. All right then. Thank you so much. All right then. So now here we are. Um, we're oh my video went dead. All right, me there again. All right, Anna says, my name is Anna K. Forbes, and I was one of her caregivers. It was my privilege to know her. My sincere condolences to the Wray families. Trust and obey, for there is no other way to be happy in Jesus but to trust and obey. I will never forget that song we used to sing every day. Those special memories of you will always bring a smile. The fact that you're no longer here will always cause me pain, but you're forever in my heart until we meet again. This is Anna K. Forbes, and Anna K. was one of the special persons who was privileged to be a caregiver to Sister Wray, and there was a lot of love within that association. Condolences to the Ray's family, Yvonne, Grace, Ann, and Ralph. We have certainly lost a stalwart, a mother, a disciplinarian, and a woman of God. She is greatly missed. My teacher, my godmother. Be of good cheer, family. We will meet again. And this message is coming from Novelet Dakers, otherwise called Blossom. Then Glenn Thomas and family says to Yvonne and Grace Ann, please accept our condolences from Glenn Thomas and family. And um, we're going to go back to some messages now, some presented messages by the individuals. I'm going to ask these persons to stand by. Glassford Gordon, Monica, Lena, and Lily. Stand by. And in the meantime, we're going to invite to open your microphone and to give your tribute. Dalton Williams from New York. Dalton Williams, all the way there in the Big Apple. The city's so nice they had to name it twice. Dalton Williams, it's your time to open your microphone.
He's gone to the kitchen.
Okay, well, you know something, somebody has to do the serving. And I need a little top up for my chocolate tea. So what, make Dalton go in the kitchen. You know, they have one say, they have a song say, cookie in the kitchen, she a grumble, says she want to go home. Say the cookie in the kitchen, she da grumble like she want go home. Dalton, tell Cookie this. Cookie, take off the wood, catch up the fire, put on the singerman tea on fire. Rest and swallow your pickle. Cookie in the kitchen, she da grumble like she want go home. All right, we'll soon come back to Dalton. Let me invite Glassford Gordon, and the Glassford will be followed by Lily Pinnock. Would you please give your tributes at this time? I'm not seeing Glassford. Glassford, you don't know how to open the microphone? All right. Lily, did you have something to say in addition to what you wrote? It would be opportune for you to speak.
Hello, you hearing me?
Who is now?
It's supposed to be Glassford. You hearing me?
Oh, lovely dainty Spanish needle. Yes, I'm hearing you.
I don't remember that poem, but I guess it was taught at school while I was there.
You don't know to open your video. Lesford,
Yes. You're seeing now?
we see your name. We would love to see your face.
Well,
The video camera, it has a line through it at the bottom of the screen on the left. Just tap that camera and it will open so we can see your video. We can see you.
well, I'm trying with it.
Just do you see the video camera at the bottom left hand corner of the screen when you touch it?
I'm trying with it, but I'm not as au fait with this as most of you. So, and my helpers are not here.
Oh, okay, all right.
So
Okay, so we can hear you.
let me just speak while you hear, and if I
Yes,
get it up, I get it up.
no problem.
I have been one of those persons whose life has been blessed by Sister Gertrude Wray. I call her teacher all my life. She was my first teacher. I was born just a few months after she came to the Florence Hill Church School where she started. Unfortunately, she came to live with my parents. So she was teacher, mentor, mother, and friend. I spent quite some time visiting content and visiting everywhere they lived from time to time. And we've had very special memories. Uh, she taught to me all the rudiments of learning, and my ability to represent myself and community has been a great result of the inputs she made in my early life. I have been blessed by the work and life of Sister Wray, teacher, and I just want to express my profound condolence to the family, and on behalf of my family, and I want to let them know that we will miss her, but she has given much to us. We are not saddened, we are rejoicing for the quality of life she lived and the blessings she brought to us. And we are assured that we will meet her again as we live and love and plan to meet her in the earth made new. So my sisters, may God continue to bless you and your families, and may you continue to trust God. God bless you.
Thank you so very much. You came through. You did it. It
Somehow.
worked.
All right.
All right. Thank you so very much. And then Audrey Milford. I understand that you would like to share with us tonight. Would you please?
Yes, I'm grateful for this opportunity. I am so thankful because that family means a lot to me. This evening, I represent the Milford family in bringing condolences to Yvonne and Grayson and their respective families, and Sanya as well. And I take this a pleasure to pay tribute to our dear sister Wray. My relationship with that family started in 1979 when my late husband, Terran, was an undergraduate student at West Indies College. And we were living at Hillside, and then we heard that the duplex apartment next door to the Wrays was vacant and we needed to move. So we went there to live. And better neighbors we could never have desired than the Wrays. Brother and Sister Wray took us like their children. You know, we were a young couple and we were new to Mandeville, just having come there a couple of years. And so they were sharing everything they had. I mean, there were always fruits coming over the fence, and we would go over there. We would have worship in the home, and there was so much instruction and indirect teaching, because somehow Sister Wray and Brother Wray felt that they had to mentor us. And we were learning so many things from them, and we experienced the love and the warmth in the family. And it was then that we met the girls, you know, Yvonne and Grace Ann, and we just noticed the calm, the peaceful spirit in that home, in that family. And we learned so much from them. Now, my husband graduated in 1981, and we moved back to East Jamaica. And sometime years later, when we had our 3 children, we had to come back to Mandeville for a weekend. And of course, the Wray's home was welcoming us to come and spend the weekend, and we went there. Now, my daughter has given me permission to share this little part of her remembrance of Sister Wray, because Terry, from she was born, she was sucking her thumb. She would suck that thumb, and she would hold a bird's eye nappy in her left hand, and she would be sucking the right thumb all the time. And she would always have it. So everywhere she went, she had this thing. And we were at the Wray's home for the weekend, as I said. And Sister Wray, from we got there and she noticed it, she said, I am going to get this girl to stop sucking this thumb this weekend. And she did everything. She found every bitter thing to tie on to the finger to try to prevent Terry from sucking the finger, but Terry did not stop. And when she left, she felt defeated, and Terry felt that she had vindicated herself, because she had made up her mind she was not going to stop. So that was one fond memory that we have of Sister Wray trying to get Terry to stop sucking her thumb, which she did later on when she was 6. She said she would stop when she was 6, and she did stop when she was 6. You know, but Yvonne and Grace, and I want you to know that you have been bequeathed a wonderful legacy. Your parents lived such a sincere Christian life that has impacted so many of us, and the generous spirit that they exhibited, your mother's kindness, and just her love of people. You know, all of these are part of your DNA. And so that is why when I visit you in America and I see how you are reaching out and doing the same things that your mother did, I realize that you have it in you. You are really her children. And so I want to say how sorry we are that you have lost your mom. But as you told me, Yvonne, when I heard and I contacted you, you said, we are in this thing together. We are now sisters in the real sense of the word. Now, at this time when social distancing has prevented us from doing some of the physical, showing our love in physical, tangible ways as we are accustomed to, I want you to know that though we are long distance, we can still prayerfully support you and let you know through our silent support that you are not forgotten and that you are loved and thought of always and prayed for. So I want you to accept our love and our concern, and to know that God will see you through just the way he has seen us through our times of difficulty. Now, the relationship in our families is so strong that not only in our generation, but also in my family to the 3rd and 4th generation, because now my children and Yvonne's children have bonded, and Yvonne's grandchildren and my grandchildren are bonding. So it is really something that was started the day when we met the Wrays. And so I want to encourage you that our God is able, our God is faithful, and we do not take it for granted when he says in his word that he will comfort us if we cast our cares on him. We trust him, and we want to put our faith and confidence in that trust. God bless you, and I love you all very much.
Thank you so very much, Songbird.
Not singing tonight.
I was trying to see if I could pull any of that out of you. That's not happening.
No, not tonight. The COVID has sort of not silenced the voice, but I'm out of practice.
Oh, okay. All right. I understand.
I don't want to do anything silly on this big stage.
Oh, it couldn't be silly because you're with family. You know, it's family, you know.
Yeah. That's all right. Another time.
If you change your mind, let me know.
Okay.
And in the meantime, thank you so very much for sharing. And let's invite Pastor Casey Henry, one of our special special, special, special people in this whole world. Pastor Casey, we would love to hear from you at this point. Thank you.
I'm, I am, sorry, I'm losing my voice. I'm
Salt and
delighted to
sugar.
be here. I'm delighted to be here tonight and to pay my tribute to a dear friend of mine in the person of Sister Gertrude. When I was youth director for Central Jamaica Conference, she served as a member of the Manchester Federation of Young People. And that's where I discovered her talents, and I was able to invite her to camp one summer to be the children's storyteller for the junior camp. Instead of having the youth forum for them, we had them telling stories. And so Sister Wray did an exceptional job in doing that. I have learned to admire her over the years as a member of our fraternity, both she and Brother Wray when he was alive, and we have visited him. The last time I visited Van myself as such was when Sanya planned that birthday party, I think 2 years ago, and we were able to spend some good time with her. After that, I've spent a few times, and you know that COVID has prevented a number of things from happening. But one thing I can assure the family of, Sister Wray was on my prayer list. And twice every week, I prayed for her and other members of our retirement club. And so at this time, I just want to pass on behalf of Van myself, tribute to Yvonne and Grayson and Sanya. Sanya and my daughter go to the same church, and they bond together beautifully. And I'm very happy that I could share in this platform this evening. And so on behalf of Vi and myself, I want to say, family, be of good comfort. The Lord loves you, and Jesus is coming soon. And what we have lost for a while, we will regain when he comes to claim his own. God bless you.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor Casey. Thank you so very much for your tribute to the family at this time. And ladies and gentlemen, you know, we have Sanya. We had called for Sanya, and Sanya had gone to the kitchen. And I'm trusting that she found what she wanted. I'm trusting that the tea was not too hot, and it was to her suit, the taste and flavor. I will invite her at this point to give her a tribute. Sanya.
Good evening, everyone. Mommy was my queen. A couple decades ago, I went to West Indies College prep school. And I fell in love with Mommy, and I went home with her. And from that moment, she accepted me as her daughter, and she became my mom. I have a big gap in my life right now because I've lost Mommy. I'm sorry. For those of you who knew me before, you'll remember that I had locks for about 20 years. And one of the things that I think it just came to me recently, that I very much wanted to be like mommy. I wanted to be a mini mommy. And you'll recognize that I don't have my locks anymore. And I said it to mommy on her birthday that I wanted to look like her. So I'd cut my hair. And whenever I think of her, I think of a standard for me to measure up to. I'm in the teaching profession very much like mommy was. And as I said, it was an aim of mine to be like her. She was the standard by which I measured myself in many ways. As a teacher and as a child of God. My biological mommy calls mommy, mommy. And I have my biological mommy, but I have Mommy Wray, and she was everything to me. She was everything to me. She was everything.
She loves you a lot, Sanya. She loves you a lot. And we are always here for you.
We love you, Auntie Sanya.
We love you. We love you.
Hugs.
Love you. Hugs. We love you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mommy made me feel special, you know. She always made me feel special. She gave me a book many years ago, Counsels to Teachers, Parents, I've forgotten the full name of it. But in it, she wrote, "To my darling Sanya." And I know that I was special to her. I know I was special to her, and she was special to me. I'll always love her. Always. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanya. Thank you for sharing. DJ Philip, over to you.
I'm going to change the pace a little bit, do a little instrumental in light of what Sanya just said. Just know that our God will take care of you. Sorry about that. Didn't realize I wasn't sharing. So let me get back to that from the beginning so that we can all hear the message and this song.
And yes, indeed, God will take care of you. And Sanya, there are some additional messages for you. Grethel says, hugs and kisses, Sanya. Lots of love, dear Sanya. You look like her too, Sanya. Juliet Thompson says, stay strong, Samuel. God will give you the strength to carry on. Love you. Yvonne, Grace, Ann, and the rest of the family, keep faithful so you will be with Grandma Ray when Jesus comes. Love always. Olga Morgan says, deepest condolences to Yvonne and Grace Ann. Sister Ray and family has been our neighbor. The Letts family, they're the Letts family, okay. Since the 60s, she was a kind, patient, loving, and helpful person. She was always smiling no matter the prevailing circumstances. She is in a better place. Keep courage. Yvonne and Grace, God is able. Audrey Milford is sending us condolences on behalf of Miss Lola Christian, who regrettably has been in the hospital and is unable to join us here this evening. I watched her cry when she heard of Sister Ray's passing. She and I would go to visit Sister Ray from time to time to sing and pray for her. And she was always so pleasant and cheery. Sister Christian recalled her kindness when she lived next door, and also the bonds they formed at West Indies College Teacher Ed Department. She, Sister Christian, has been praying for the family, and it would not hurt if the rest of us also in turn pray for Sister Lola Christian, another wonderful Christian woman. Beverly Edwards says, Sanya, you have me crying. Vinell Saunders says, hi, great B. This is such a small world. Meeting at such a markedly solemn occasion. Blessings and goodwill to the family once more, Vinell. Patricia Gale says, virtual hugs to Sanya, Grace, and Yvonne and family. Heather says, yes, Sanya, great to see you. Just learned how your name was spelled. Keep hope alive. We'll definitely see her in the morning if we too are faithful. And Petal Richard says, prayers and love to the family. Wow. Yes. This, it's really, we have the encouragement and we know that we believe what we believe. But it does carry a lot of pain. And that is why Jesus promised that he will himself wipe the tears from our eyes, because it's not an easy road. It's not easy. Not easy at all. All right, let's invite at this time. Um, okay. I'm not sure if, oh, that was Faith. Okay. So we have seen those person. And I am going to invite Lena. It's Lena's opportunity to present her tribute. Lena, would you please join us? Open your microphone and take it away.
Can you hear me?
Definitely, we can hear you.
Good evening, everyone. I am sending my condolences to Yvonne, Grace, Ralph, and the rest of the families. I am deeply saddened by the loss of Sister Gertie. Sister Gertie will be surely missed. She was a woman of God. She loves the Lord. She was very kind and generous. She's a loving person, always smile. She's the one that taught me how to do missionary work. We will go together on Sunday evening to visit the people in their homes. I made it my duty to visit with her when I go to Jamaica. I last spoke with her few weeks ago, and she sounded good, strong in her voice. She's a wonderful person. We will continue to pray that God will bless Joy, Grace, Ralph, and Yvonne, and give them the strength to deal with the loss of their mom. Yvonne, Grace, and Joy, don't forget, Sister Lena, Auntie Lena is here for you. You can call and me at any time. The family loves you all very much, and we love you. God bless you all. Keep the faith, and remember, soon and very soon, Jesus will come. There will be no more death, no more sorrow, and on that resurrection morning, you will see your mom again. Until then, be faithful. God loves you all, and we will be praying for you.
Thank you, Sister Lena. Thank you so very much. And Monica, are you still here with us, Monica? We will take you now. Well, if Monica is not quite ready yet, then we will go back to the listing that we have. And I just want to serve notice to the rest of us. If you wish to say something, you will receive the opportunity. We will offer you the opportunity to even just open your microphone and speak. We will do that shortly, but in between times, I'm going to invite Beverly Edwards from St. Andrew, followed by Charles Paddy Gordon in New York to give your tributes at this time. So, Beverly Edwards, Charles Paddy Gordon, followed by Dalton Williams, and after that, we're going to be opening the floor for tributes. Let's hear from Sister Beverly Edwards.
Hello, good night.
Good night.
I'm the niece of Aunt Gertie. And that woman is such a phenomenal woman. She's also my mentor. She has taught me so much. And I spoke to her Wednesday before she died. I was supposed to go by to stay with her until school reopens. And then I got the news in the early morning that she had passed. I look forward in spending the December, the Christmas, most of my Christmas with her. And I'm always the troublemaker. I always give her the trouble. I always love to see she smile. I remember when I go down by her, I would normally give her the beauty look, trim her hair, wash it, attend to her as best as I know. Because she's such a kind woman. She always be there for me and my sisters and my brothers. She's just kind to us. When I normally sit and tell her my problem, she used to say to me, Bev, leave everything to God. He says, don't worry about anything. Don't worry about anything. He will take care of us. just make sure that when you live a life, that when he comes, you'll be a part of his kingdom. She always pray, 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 pray. What fascinates me most is that she, at her age, she normally makes stories, like tell us stories that she would make up for the children, because she liked to give children stories. And so she reads so well at her age. And I'm gonna say, Aunt Gertie, how you do it, you know? And she just said, leave everything to God. Auntie even want me to do a song. I don't even know how to. I'm just going to sing some chorus, 2 choruses, and I did a tribute with her right here. I don't know. You seen me? I'm not.
You, Bev.
You're not
No,
seeing me?
you need to open your camera if you want us to see you.
Seeing me now?
Yeah, background. Your virtual background.
Your virtual background is very green. You're lost among the trees, the bushes.
She gone to bush.
That's it?
Turn the camera the other way now.
How do I do that?
Just turn it. Turn the camera horizontal. You have it vertically. Oh, you're on a laptop or?
Yeah, I'm on a laptop.
Stick a pin right there.
Okay, I did this tribute for her. I am trying. I don't know if it can work with the laptop. No, it's not working. You're not seeing it? No.
Not with that light. The light will not work like
Yeah,
that.
so it's not going to
Please.
work. I did a tribute with her, but it's not going to show. But I'm just going to sing these 2 choruses that we would normally sing at something like this.
If you can always forward it, WhatsApp it to Grayson.
Yes, I did. I did. I just
Then we
wanted
can
to
get
share
it.
it
All
with
right.
the audience.
All right, good.
Closer than a brother, my Jesus is to me. He's my dearest friend in everything I need. He's my rock, my shield and hiding place. Closer than a brother, Jesus is to me. I want to go to heaven and rest. And I'm tired of staying down here. I am tired of the troubles and the trials. I want to go to heaven and rest. Some sweet day, I'm going away. I'm gonna leave this world, no more to roam. Some sweet day, when life is over, some sweet day, I'm going away. Goodbye, world, I stay no longer with you. Goodbye, pleasures of sin, I stay no longer with you. I made up my mind to go God's way all the rest of my life. I made up my mind to go God's way all the rest of my life. I just want to tell Cousin Grace and Cousin Ivan and Sanya that I will always, always, always remember what Aunt Gertie did for me. I will always appreciate what she did, the things she said to me, how she groomed me, and all of that. And I will never, ever, ever forget that kind of teaching. And just let us keep on to pray up each other and stick together like families. Love you all.
Love you, Bev.
Love you too. My son.
Wonderful. I offer you a cracker. Here, Bev. Beverly, I offer you a cracker.
Oh, thank you very much. Very nice of you.
Yes.
Okay.
to keep your heart.
Okay.
And Sanya, I offer you one too, a different one. God bless you. Hold faith, hold strong in the faith. It won't be long now. It will not be long. All right, is Monica still here? Okay, just serving notice that Monica, you are coming up shortly. But Patty, did you raise your virtual hand, Patty, so we could identify you? Did he do that, Philip?
No, but he can unmute now if he's on.
Okay, and you notice that our DJ Philip, speak again. I want the folks to see that our engineering is coming to us from the Filoni studios. Go back to speak again. On the look good.
Actually, it is Filoni, not Filoni. Filoni.
You never told me. You never ever told me. So
It
you
is it is it is Philip and Avenue, so it's Filoni.
right. Filoni.
Correct.
Well, I just want people to know that it's happening in DB studio.
Not
We're
at all. Not at all. Filoni Studios.
Okay. All right. So, Charles, Patty, Gordon, please open your microphone and share with us your perspective on Lady Gertrude Elizabeth Wray at this time.
Paddy is probably sleeping or having his crackers.
My.
Moving
All
right
right.
along, Lady Viv.
All right. Well, then, if maybe Patty took a walk because he wants to keep awake. So, Dalton Williams, are you back? Okay. Somebody raise a hand. Users, PCs, user PCs, iPad. Not sure you raise your hand.
Yes,
Just phone and
that's
speak.
hello. That's Dalton Williams.
Hello,
Can
this
you
is
hear?
Dalton Williams. Can you hear me?
Definitely.
Okay. So talk.
It was a pleasure to know Teacher Ray. She came into our lives when we were young people at Florence Hill, and she taught us everything that we should know. She did a very good job with us in the MV days when we were taught everything. We were drilled in the messages to young people and the grounding that she gave to us to become good Christian young women and men. It really
Okay, hold on a moment. Your microphone is muted. Hold on, please. Could you check your microphone and reopen it? Yes, something went a little haywire there.
Can you hear me now?
Good. No, you're gonna. Yes. Well.
Are you
Yes,
hearing
can
now?
hear you now.
Okay. To the Ray family, I extend my deepest condolences. Ralph, Joy, still call her Joy, because I knew her before she was born, and Grace Ann. It was really a pleasure when Teacher Ray came into our community. As a matter of fact, she started there as Edwards, and as time went on, she became Gertrude Ray. She was a real big influence on our lives. And she grounded us in good Christian principles. We had to know our morning watch. We had to know studies from the messages to young people. And our lives would not, my life personally, would not be what it is today if it were not for her coming into my life. And my prayers and healing messages are being sent out to her children. And I know that once we are faithful, we will meet her on the resurrection morning. God bless all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. Well put, well presented. Thank you so much. And now we are at that point on the program where we're going to ask you if you wish to say something. Just indicate, open your microphone and go right ahead. This is the open mic segment. So there are two persons, and let me see now. Let me see if I can see that part. So many of us there. I know, well.
Go participant, Lady Viv, go participant, and you can just use that listing coming down. You will indicate,
yes,
and
I
will
just need to go
release.
back up. Right, I'll tell you. It's far up. Far up. Okay. Ezra Bignall, followed by the person with user PC's iPad. So, Ezra Bignall, please go ahead. Ezra Bignall, you have been cleared to speak.
Ezra got shy and is gone to the back of the class, Lady Viv. So let's move on.
All right. Let's take user PC's iPad, followed by, let's take 1 plus 70, 1 plus, and then user PC's iPad.
Okay, this is Derek Moore again, a very good friend of Sanya, Grayson, and Yvonne. It is a blessing to have this opportunity to speak about your mom. Your mom has been that silent yet powerful witness, both for good teaching, good motherhood.
Okay, we seem to be having some challenges with the bandwidth for.
Are you not hearing me?
Yes.
Okay, I thought you said he was having some problems hearing me. I have met this family and I've adopted them as sisters, and they have truly been blessed with a godly mother. And we know that sadness comes when we lose someone, but I want to leave you with the words of John, the Revelator, when he said, "Blessed are the dead that die in the Lord, because they do rest from their labors and their works follow them." So be at peace, knowing that we will see her again when Jesus comes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And we can move now to, thank you, 1 plus. We can move to Ezra Bignall, because his hand is still up. So I'm assuming that he's back in the house. Ezra?
Okay, good night, everyone. This is Perline. All right, so my memory of mom started way back in 1980 when I left the hills of East Rural St. Andrew for school at West Indies College Prep. And I remember going home and talking to my dad about my principal, Mrs. Wray. And he would have informed me of her husband and where he's from and that we were related. So when I went back to school, you know, I identified myself and told her where I was from. And she started questioning me. Before long, I was invited to her home. And there I had to share everything that I knew with her husband, and we discovered the bloodline. From then I became a part of the family. Now, there are some things that I remember, I will always remember Mom for. She was a disciplinarian. And while I never had the privilege of being, being beaten by her, there were some around at the time who would misbehave and she would really scold them. She is a person of time, didn't like to show up late for church or for work. And I will always remember those. I remember there were times when Grayson would cause Mom to be leaving out late. When she was still teaching, Grayson would be the one to cause her to be leaving out late, and Mom really didn't like that. She was a calm person, very strong. I remember when Dad passed, Mom was very low, and we were in expectant mode that anytime. But then Mom bounced back and should have given us a couple more years. I stayed at the home in recent times, and in the mornings, I would wake up and go in for worship for prayer. And she was always appreciative of that. Fast forward to September 3rd, I dropped in to stay with her for a while so that Miss Edda could go out on the road. And when I was there, she said, "I don't eat any breakfast." I said, "Yes, Mom, you eat breakfast." She said, "What you eat?" I couldn't answer her because I didn't see what Miss Edda gave her. But then I went and I prepared something for her, and she started partaking, and then she said, "Bet you it's you fix this." I said, "Yes." And she said, I asked her how she knows. She said, "Yes, because it have been pepper and I don't like pepper." And she said, I'm gonna eat it nonetheless. And I spent a little time with her, and then I left. And I left with the expectation of going back to see Mom. Later in the evening, Yvonne told me that Mom got out of bed that day and was up and about, ironing clothes and stuff like that. And that had me puzzled for a while. And 7 days after she was gone, I realized that I was not very sad because I had gone to see her. And I have, the memory of her is fresh in my mind. For a Christian woman, I need not doubt as to where Mom is gone. And I just want to live so that I can see her again. Grayson, Yvonne, Sanya, we're in this thing together. Bev, I know, lived with Mom for some time too. We're in this thing together, and we just need to be faithful. God has given her rest, and what God has done is well done, and we can't change that. So take courage and rest assured that if we live well, we will see her again. Thank you.
Thank you so very much too. Sharing.
And
We were also getting
the gap for us. Thank you. Thank you, girl.
Say that again.
I said thank you, Pearlie.
What was that?
On her.
Oh, okay.
Count on Pearlie,
Pearlie.
if something going on, she'll run up there and check her mom for me. So thank you so much, Pearlie.
You heard that, Pearline? Pearline, did you hear that?
You're muted.
I'm saying thank you. Keep sweet. Love you all.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been running up from the ever since, so thank you again.
Yes, you notice I said mom.
Okay, all right.
All right. Okay, thank you so much. Then Claudette and Lincoln send, this is the greeting note from the Peter family, Yvonne, Grace Ann and family. Claudette, Lincoln, and by extension the Ricketts family express our sincere condolences to you. And Heather is saying to you, Pearline, it's great to see you. All right, and now, ladies and gentlemen, something a little bit different. Anne-Marie Forbes, she's not here with us tonight, but she has sent a recorded tribute, and we're going to take that at this time. That's Anne-Marie Forbes.
Good night. This is Sister Anne-Marie. Oh, just want to extend the condolences to the Ray's family. I remember the days when I used to get a little group of us, myself, Sister Lisa, Bridget, Delia, to name a few. And there were others too, and we would go by the shut-ins at time and sing and pray with them. Sister Ray was one such person. Back in the days when I was much younger, growing up in the church, she was one of those persons who, she was a teacher, and a teacher at heart. And she would always look out for you and tell you, you can do it, you can do it. She was always encouraging us to do our best. And on behalf of our little group who used to go and look for her and pray with her, we want to extend our sincere condolences, and we pray for the family that during this time they will affirm their faith even more, to know that one day soon Jesus will come, and on that great getting up morning, Sister Ray will rise again to meet her Savior. Thank you.
Very much. Thank you too. Thank you. All right. I am seeing Lily. I believe you wished to say something. Am I correct? It's now or never.
Hi, everyone. Are you hearing me?
Yes. Hearing you clearly.
Okay. Just want to say good evening to everyone, and it's a pleasure just to say a couple words. I have already said 50%. You have read it, but just to say that I could not allow this program to end without saying something in regards to my friend, my good friend, Sister Ray. You know, we met, that's my sister and I, we met with the Ray's family in the late 70s. Of course, we were neighbors. We were just living just next door in that apartment. And of course, the Rays and us became like family. And as Sister Milford said earlier on, we could hear them in daily worship. We could see Sister Ray coming across the fence and just sharing and going across from us even to Sister Small. We bonded quite well. And of course, we did not have much to give then as single persons, but Sister and Brother Ray were always there sharing with us. You know, later on, when we took on or we had our own families, Sister Wray was just there. A humble soul, somebody who was very patient, a confidant, and such a kind person. She was also a great supporter of Mr. Pinnock in his work as a colporteur. And of course, I guess she knew or he knew many of Sister Ray's friends, such as Miss Calder and Dr. Bennett. And they had such a great bond together. Now, I often admired Sister Wray because she was such a patient person, especially with Brother Wray, even in his later years. And I could hear her just saying, Daddy, in the soothest ways, even when I suppose he was not exactly sure of what he was doing. But she was not really ruffled. She was so calm. As I said before, a great woman of God. And I can recall that when we started building our small home in the Knockpatrick area, that we found ourselves actually without $1 to buy something special for that home under construction. We knew that it was essential. One of the most essential things to have in a home is a toilet. But after expending, I would say, all the cash that we had then, and the toilet was needed, there wasn't any money. And of course, that would set us back for a while. But we wanted to move into that little building so badly. And so I said to Mr. Pinnock at the time, I said, what are we going to do? But we must find a way. And I thought and thought, but actually could not come up with anybody else that we could go to maybe borrow some money from. And so I said, you know, maybe we should make a pit latrine at the back of the house. Maybe that would, you know, solve the problem that we were in at the time. But Mr. Pinnock would have none of that. And so in a couple of weeks, the toilet came to the house. And of course, the workmen did their job. Oh, he didn't tell me anything concerning it, but I kept, you know, saying he must have got the money someplace. Anyway, when the money should be paid back, it was then that he revealed to me that it was Sister Wray who had lent him the money to buy the toilet. And so we were so happy. And to this day, I can remember that thoughtfulness from someone whom we learned to love. We developed a closer bond. And whatever I had then or we had then, we were always sharing in a succinct manner with the Wray's family. I can say that there wasn't anything in her home that was too good for her to share with us. And at the same time, there wasn't anything too good in our home then that we wouldn't share with her. On several occasions, I knew that there was always something special for Sister Ray, because Mr. Pinot never forgot her when he traveled abroad. There was always something special that was taken for Sister Ray. She will long be remembered. We want to say thanks for a life well lived, and certainly to the whole family, especially those whom I know, Sister Yvonne, Sanya, and Grayson, and to all others. Let me just say that we know you will sorrow, but keep in mind the blessed hope. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Be blessed, everyone.
Being a storyteller myself, I really love that story. You know, it just goes to show that, of course, there are some things that we can't live without. We have to have certain amenities in place.
Oh, yes.
And you need to use certain places in the house every single day. So you definitely could not function without that. And it was good. Another Sister Ray to the rescue story. Thank you so very much for sharing, Sister Lily. A lovely story. You should write it. You should write it. And we are going to go to the big screen. We are going to receive from the grandchildren a video that was created in December of 2019. But just before DJ Justice Philip Williams does that, I just want to share a couple of thoughts in the chat. What did I do now? I went too far. All right, here we go. Okay. Devonia says, Mommy Ray gave life to a lot of us. If you didn't know what love was, you wouldn't miss it being around her. The life that she lived is speaking for her. Take courage, family, and thanks for your love. Pastor Leon B. Wellington is the person whose tribute I will read next. And Pastor Wellington says, we extend our deepest sympathy to you, Yvonne and Grace Ann, and the rest of the family on the passing of your mom. I have been interacting with your parents before I entered college in the Manchester Federation and as their insurance agent. So you see, our relationship goes way back. I look forward to meeting them in the earth made new. It's a new reality to be orphaned, but God is with you and we are praying for you. Leon and Shernette Wellington. And Sister Heather says, Amen, Sister Lily. Well said. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure there are some comments happening in YouTube, or some interaction because we're streaming live on YouTube. And after we watch this next video that the grandchildren have sent, then I would ask our DJ to kindly read to us some of the tributes that are being shared on YouTube at this point. So it's over to DJ Justice. Press this right here.
Where you touch? Where you touch? They touch the paw right here. And then see you can move around like this. Right here. Oh, sorry, right here. This right here. Yeah. So take it there. And put it and put it right here. It spin around like this.
What you thought about it, Grandma? What you thought about it?
What is that?
What do you think about the toy? Do you like the toy?
I don't hear what it says.
It's singing jingle bells. It's singing jingle bells.
What? It's playing jingle bells. The music is playing music. It play the music on it while dancing. They're not saying anything.
You know the song Jingle Bells, the Christmas song?
Jingle bells.
You know the song, the Christmas song Jingle Bells?
What?
You know the Christmas song Jingle Bells?
The bells.
Jingle bells. That's what it's playing.
Yeah.
Press it again. Press it again.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, sorry to ride on a holiday.
You like it?
Now where your touch, yes, where your touch try to sing. Yeah, right here is
Is it finished? It's a little toops.
Yes, a little toops about Jingle Bell.
I love it. I love the part where she said, "And where you touch it for it to sing." I see the look of wonder in your eyes. The eyes, so you have the child's look, Philip, in your eyes. The eyes so filled with wonder. Did you find any comments over there on YouTube?
In fact, I did. On YouTube, we have Mabel Hunter. And Mabel is saying, would you like me to read, Lady Viv? Oh,
Please do.
Hold on. Let me go back here and clear this so that we do not have any hiccups. Okay, so.
And while just before you read, let me just share. In response to the video, which we all enjoyed, Cheryl Wright, Grethel Bradford says, "So cute." And then Cheryl Wright says, "Rest assured, dear family, that you brought her joy, and she was very proud of all of you. Carry on her legacy." Over to you, DJ Justice.
All right, so we have here on YouTube from Mabel Hunter. Mabel Hunter writes, "Condolences to the Ray's family from the Hunter's family. She's sleeping, but her life lives on." And we have Lynette Martin here watching and wants Yvonne to know that she is watching. And Mabel again writes, she says, "Yvonne, Grayson, be of good comfort. Cheer up. It won't be long before you see her again." Well, some persons commenting about them coffee and them chocolate. Norris Gordon says, "Keep strong, Yvonne and Grayson. God will take care of you." We also have Janice Pinto. She says, "Strengthen her, Lord." I guess Somebody was crying. She went on to say, weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. Beautiful. Rosalie Townsend, she says, my condolence goes out to Yvonne, Grayson, and family. Please remain strong and know that God is with you. And one day you all will meet Mom again. So beautiful. Over to you, Lady Viv.
Thank you so very much, DJ Justice. And I want to comment on the fact that I saw the mug that Stephanie was drinking her chocolate tea from. It was a very big mug. Stephanie, I saw you. Are you quite finished, all of that? Stephanie in the pink? She's Stephanie?
Let me open up so she can respond to you.
I wonder if she realizes I'm speaking to her. Stephanie, can you show us your mug, please? Show the mug. That is a very big mug. It's not an enamel mug, but it looks like it holds a lot.
Send the crackers, Stella. Crackers, we want crackers.
Yes, yes. Yes, man.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Chocolate tea with a pat on the top. Want that too?
You're going to have to come to Jamaica for that.
I'm going to see you soon. FedEx,
Good.
FedEx.
FedEx. I'm going to FedEx the skin on top of the chocolate tea.
Oh my That's God. My girl. You're such a sweetie pie.
Bless you. All right. So just want to Devonia. Devonia was a caregiver. I had mentioned Devonia, and Devonia was one of her caregivers. Now, Paulette Richards. This looks like Auntie Richards says, special sympathy to the family. Sister Wray was a great teacher, a humble Christian woman, and a lovely role model. Her daughter Yvonne has been close to me since I taught 2 of her kids. I am praying for all of you that God give you strength and the hope to go on. And then is that Genevieve Baxter? Yes. She says, I am seeing Sister Ray's pleasing personality and her lovely smile. Yvonne and Grace Ann inherited her personality and smile. Genevieve. Now, we have a video that we're going to be closing out with. However, I want to allow you at this point, is there anybody else who wants to say something? You would be advised to indicate no. Okay, use your PC's iPad. I don't know what your name is, but your iPad is what we see. And so, DJ Philip, if you would unmute this person or give them right to unmute, then we will hear from you. And if there's anybody else, just raise your hand. We'll take you because we're coming to the end of a beautiful, beautiful, wonderful evening. I kind of don't want it to end, but you know, tomorrow is the function.
Yeah, good night.
Good night.
Yes, I'm not sure if you're seeing me. Are you?
Yes, we're seeing you. Thank you.
Right, good. Good night, everyone. Grayson, Yvonne, Delma Sear, Delma Smith. Well, I just have to share my part, and I'm glad I caught on before it closes. I've been trying a while now. At one point, I could not find my hand raise button, but I'm glad to be in. I must tell you, I kind of broke down not too long. Read the showing of the video, seeing Mama, I would say, on the bed. However, let me share my part. I went to West Indies College Primary, preparatory, of which she was my principal then. She really treated me with care. She developed a love for me, and I think even to her last day, she had it in mind that I am a son. I can recall back in those days, she used to ensure that I get something to eat from the school cafeteria or kitchen. I grew up in a poor home, but my mom ensured, that's my biological mother, she ensured that I got the Adventist education. And so she sacrificed and sent me to West Indies College Prep. And within that little adaptation mode, Mrs. Wray took me on. And I spent a few holidays at the home with her. And the first time I can recall spending a night at that home, at her home, we went on a school trip. And at the end of that school trip, I was unable to get back home because we came late. And I live all the way in South Manchester at that time. So she brought me home with her, provided clothing for me, you know, fed me, took me in. And it was a welcoming moment to know that there was someone other than my family who really cared about me. I recall she would invite me over for summer holiday. It was actually 2 summer holidays that I spent there with her. And, you know, being a little troublesome boy and all of that, I recall she always tell me, you know, try to teach me or get it into my head that, listen, this is the way you are to behave. Don't do this, don't do that. And I was on the veranda one day and there was a little cat at the home. I was playing with the cat and the cat just looked me in the face and pawed me in the eye. And when I hit after the cat, I knocked over a flower pot. So she came out and she asked, what happened here? I told her the cat knocked it over. And she says, come on, Delmas, the cat is not that heavy. But right away, she knew that I was the one who knocked it over. So, but all through that, she didn't scold me. You know, she continued to show me that love of a son, that love that today let me feel a bit guilty within myself to know that I really did not rally around as often as I should. Make me feel guilty to know that she took me on as a son and I did not play the role of a son. So it's hurting me right now. But I must say to my sisters, Grace, Yvonne, the love is always there. And the respect is always there too. And I must tell you, each time I see the photograph or picture of Miss Lou, I always think of Mrs. Wray, because to me, she was my Miss Lou. She was that outstanding person in my life that although my presence wasn't there for her, I had her deep in my heart. And I love you all. And I pass on to you my condolences, each and every one, the entire family, and just hope that in God's name and in God's grace, you will hold strong and you will continue to be a fire for Jesus Christ. Have a blessed night, everyone. Love you all.
And I know how much you love her. Don't feel any way, brother. Okay? Right. Just we'll keep in touch.
Okay.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Loving mom.
Truly beautiful. You know, P says to tell everybody, the Lord is close, Delmas, to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. We extend condolences to the family and we're praying for you. And this comes from the Parks family. All right. So, is there anybody else who wishes to be heard? This is the moment. If you wish to say something, do we have anybody else who has a hand up? Yes, no?
No.
Or who is that? Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go to the video that it's another video that Ruth Ann has sent us. That is another bit of the wonderful memory bank that they have of their time spent with Sister Wray. This is the
we want to say
meeting.
something real quick, Auntie Viv.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me speak while I can. I
Yes.
just want to say thank you to everyone for just the outpouring of support. You guys have just shared our spirits. I've seen so many of our friends and families. I just want to say thank you so very much, right? Your love has kept us. And just the memories that you're sharing even now, I just want to say we appreciate them. Some of them I'm hearing for the first time, right? In fact, since mom has passed, I'm hearing so many stories. I wonder if you guys are talking about the same mom I know. But I know from a fact, I'm wondering where she got all of that to share. But I'm just glad that she was a blessing to so many of us. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you so very much. On behalf of all of us, we just want to say thank you so much for sharing and for just joining us online. COVID has done some terrible things, but there's a text that says, what was meant for evil, God turned it into good. And I think it's a great platform because I've seen so many people that under normal circumstances, we would not be able to meet like this. So thanks again, everyone. And we'll see you tomorrow and just enjoy this. I think this was one of the last moments that we had together.
Did you say that this was a meeting that she called?
Yes, it is. Okay, so in last December, she wanted everybody to come home for Christmas. She would call and said, are you coming home for Christmas? And she would call everybody, make sure you come home. And when we were about to leave, she clearly stated that we would not be seeing her in this form again. She was ready to go home to be with her Lord, and that we should be faithful. Right? So this is kind of the gathering that we had. I don't know at what point we started taping it, but we just want to share it with you. Thanks again.
Thank you so much.
Thought you were going to speak, Ruth Ann.
I think Mommy did it. Were you going to speak, Ruth Ann?
Okay, so you want me to go ahead with the video now?
I think we should go ahead with the video. It's a very fitting way to bring this beautiful evening to an end. And when after the video, then our DJ will just take it away with some great music. It has been a real joy to be able to participate in this program. And when we next see the subject of our discourse tonight, what an interesting time we will have sharing with her some of the things that were said about her tonight. God bless you all, and please make sure to get all the friends you know, all the people you know who have a connection. Send them the link so that they will be with us tomorrow for the Thanksgiving service. God bless you all.
Remember that I use the word beg, begging you, because I know it's not easy to live without Jesus. So in the morning, remember Jesus. At noon, if you forget him, don't forget him before you go to bed. Be good. Love you all.
Love you too very much. That's okay, Ma. We love you. And if you're tired, it's okay. Okay? Yeah, it's okay. You have done well by us.
I just said
we could not have asked for a better mom. You are the best. You're the best mom anybody could have. We love you, we love you, we love you, we love you.
I have nothing to give you but to give you the love of the Lord. Point you to him, because I'm certain we all will never meet like how we are meeting now here on earth. But if we live for Jesus, then we all will meet in the heavenly home, where there will be no more separations. All will be joy and peace in the Holy Spirit.
Is that beautiful that you can share with your family? You can go there if you want.
Wow. 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 This is kind of tough for me, you see, because I just went through those same moments 2 years ago. And yeah. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we will sing and we will shout the victory. What a testimony. What a life. What an example. What an example. What an example. And it was virtually prophetic. She says, we will not meet this way again on this earth. The Lord showed it to her and she passed it on. Praise God, from whom all blessings flow. Praise him, all creatures here below. Praise him above ye heavenly hosts. Praise Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Amen. 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 Philip, the appropriate music, please. God bless you, everybody. Be faithful. You've heard it so many times. And if you didn't hear it, let me just remind you. Be thou faithful unto death. Jesus promises us a crown of life. What a legacy. What a legacy. Take it away, DJ.
Before I go, I must also say on behalf of my own family, express condolence to the entire Ray's Bradford Ledford's family. And just to play this song, because I know that we all want to go to heaven, where we will have seen our departed loved ones. So I hope you enjoy this parting song.
Sing the wondrous love of Jesus, sing his mercy and his grace. In the mansions bright and blessed, he'll prepare for us a place. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. While we walk the pilgrim pathway, clouds will overspread the sky. But when traveling days are over, not a shadow, not a sigh. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. Let us then be true and faithful, trusting, serving every day. Just one glimpse of him in glory will the toils of life repay. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. Onward to the prize before us, soon his beauty we'll behold. Soon the pearly gates will open, we shall tread the streets of gold. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory.
Hold on. So I need to give a big shout out to our host and co-host and our technical director, Philip Williams.
Wait, Samuel Moody raised his hand. Samuel, go ahead and speak, Samuel. You're kind of late, but come.
Probably he's gone, I'm not sure.
All right. Okay, DJ Philip, getting a lot of compliments for your excellence.
Thank you so much. You really cheered our hearts.
We love you. We're coming back from so far. We love you.
Hello, Glasmin. See all of us going. So Tamika, you're here all the time. Awesome.
Hey, Auntie Sanya.
That's all right. Edlin, how are you? Hi, Donaldson. April, Ralph, where are you? Red, looking around. Charbel.
Hi, Auntie Michelle.
Hi, Ramos. Hey, Sheila.
Sheila
It's been
Davidson.
a long time. Sheila Davidson. How you doing, girlfriend? Great to see you. Hey, Grace. Hey, Grace. Hey, sis. Hey, Glenna, Forbes, Michelle, Cheryl, lovely Lily. Thank you again. Yes. Pastor Leon. Michelle Laird. Is your mom on?
Oh, Marjorie.
Hey, Bernie, how you doing? Good. See you. Hey, Michelle.
Hi,
Denise Thomas. Thank you.
Brother and Sister Spence.
Sister
Hi, Brother and
Spence.
Sister Spence.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Patricia.
Baxter.
Hi. Oh, Jennifer. Oh, Jenny. How you doing?
Bev.
Auntie Bev. Hi, Auntie Jen.
Hey. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Miss Michelle. Laird.
Delia.
Hi, Sister Laird. Unmute your mic.
Michelle.
Oh, we can't. Okay.
Where's Pam? Where's Heather? Is Heather there?
Hi, Michelle.
Miss Heather Bird, where are you? John, where are you? John, where
Michelle
are you?
is as gorgeous as always.
Miss Nova, Miss Campbell, hi.
Hi, Heather.
Sister Dan. Hello.
Norma Henry.
Hi, Auntie Eglin.
Hi, Denise. Jeanette.
Hi, Auntie Dollery.
Auntie Dollery. The Tabernacle.
All right, so I'm going to open the mics now.
Yeah, how you doing? Hi, Barrow. Hi, Cynthia.
Hi, Yvonne, Grayson, everybody.
Hi, Heather.
Excellent program.
Dolly.
Alison, how you doing?
Oh, there's Dolly.
Hi, Auntie Dollery.
Hey, Miss Franklin.
What a night. What an inspiring night.
Yes, yes, thank you. Yes.
I get a good night's rest now.
Thank you. Okay, sir.
Night all to you, Yvonne.
Michelle, how you doing, sweetheart?
Hi, night, all of you.
Night, Michelle.
Good night, guys. See y'all tomorrow.
Okay.
Take care. Have a good night.
All right.
Bye.
Fish.
How are you doing?
Good night, everyone.
Night,
Night.
Night.
Love
Who's
you,
for?
love you.
All of you.
Love you, blessing.
Blessings to you too.
All right.
Good night, Yvonne and Grayson.
Good night.
Good night. Wonderful.
One in the room, but this is the one to hear him.
Hey, Mr. Tabanor.
Good evening, Yvonne and family. So pleasure to join and to lend our support to the family this time.
Amen.
Mom.
Drive safe.
Yeah.
If you can give us some music to
When my heart is overwhelmed.
Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. That is higher than I. For thou hast been a shelter for me, and a strong tower from the enemy.
Auntie Lori. No, she's not. She's money for something, you know? Sharon. Just finished. We just finished. How are you? Oh, sleepy. Oh, wow. Harry. Hey, close the room. See you. Alrighty. Good night. Good night. Sanya, go on our time to bed now. Stephen, we sleep that you'll be up tomorrow.
Hey, Cash, how you doing, man?
Holding tight, I'm strong, you know?
Hey, good to see you, good to hear you. I like the spirit the family is having now. So.
I was going to call by the old time, but no one about to hear it, you know?
Please don't, sir.
Yes, hold it down. Yes, God. Take it easy.
That's good to
Okay.
Good, man. Good to see you. Good to see the spirit the family is in. Hey, it's good to work. I'm doing well.
Okay, thanks for joining. Maria?
Yes, Grayson.
Oh, you're actually there.
I've been here the whole time. What are you talking about?
I know.
Hi, Donna.
Hi, Sanya. Hi, Sister Lily. Sister Spence. Hi, Sanya.
Yes, Donna.
Philip, we can't hear your music, Philip. We can't hear your music. You're muted, Philip.
Muted. You guys are talking. I don't want to disrupt you, so I keep it on a low.
No, but you're alone rocking, Philip. You're alone rocking.
How many of you know what I'm talking about? And a strong tower from the enemy. When my heart is overwhelmed. When my heart is overwhelmed. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. That is higher than I. That is higher than I. Oh, that is higher than I. 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 Come on, tell him. That is higher than I. Oh, Lord. That is higher than I. Come on, lift up Jesus. That is higher than I. That is higher than I. Have you ever been there? That is higher than I. When no one else can help you but Jesus. That is higher than I. Come on, just tell him how much he's been there.
Giving you one more and then send everybody to bed.
Yes.
One more and then I'm sending everybody to bed. Enjoy this one.
All right, DJ Williams.
All right, Elder Spence.
Rock of ages, there for me. Let behind myself believe. Let the water and the blood from thy wound excited flow. If you're standing on the solid rock and you know the powers that you've got, you can say, Satan, you can't prevail. Satan, you've got to fail. Yeah. If you're standing on the solid rock, yeah, and you know the powers that you've got, you can say, Satan, your time is up. Come on, everybody. Praise Him. And you know the powers that you've got. You can say, Satan, you've got to fail. Say it again. Hey, and you know, yeah, you can say, Satan, you can't prevail. Satan, you've got to fail. Everybody, stand to your feet and give glory. Everybody, woo! Jesus is, Jesus is, Jesus is, Jesus is. Say it again. Jesus is, Jesus is, Jesus is. He's above, below. Yes, he is. He's all around me. Jesus is. Say it again, yes. Yes, he is. shall ever prosper. No. Say it again. Jesus said, no weapon formed against me shall ever prosper. No. No weapon. Jesus said, every tongue that rise against me go down in judgment. Come on. Every tongue. Every tongue. Jesus said, every tongue that rise against me go down in judgment. Hey. Yes. Jesus said, Jesus said, Jesus said, Jesus said, hey, Jesus said, yeah, the motion. Jesus said, Jesus said, Jesus said, Jesus said, no weapon formed against me shall ever prosper. No. Say it again. Jesus said, every tongue that rise against me go down in judgment. Hey! Hey! Jesus said, Jesus said, Jesus said, Jesus said,
What's Little Miss Lex?
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Jesus is the rock on which I stand.
Yes, ma'am.
Darman, your camera dark, man. One Miss Lex. Woo! African pride. Black beauty. She gorgeous, eh?
Yes, she is.
All right, guys, it was my pleasure serving you. Go get some sleep. Tomorrow is a big day. See you
Philip, this
guys
is
tomorrow.
for you.
Thank you. Thank you, Viv.
This is your prize, Philip. You did a great job.
Auntie Grayson.
Andy's here. I'm late, but
Winnie?
Yes, Auntie Grayson.
Oh, put your thumb on the camera. Let them see you.
I guess the light is on.
Mom, it's on. Shut it.
Jean, what's
Mom,
up?
it's on.
Oh.
What's going on?
And your show, Uncle George.
Oh, hi, Sheila.
How you doing, girl?
I'm good, man. It want crackers again.
Yes? Water crackers?
Soft crackers.
Give me some.
This is to move the gas.
That needs some Solomon Gundy. Put some Solomon Gundy and that.
This is to bust the gas.
Yeah. Okay, I'd see you guys. Gotta go to bed.
All right.
Love you.
Tomorrow.
Be courageous. May the Lord bless you.
Thank you.
Real good. Hi.
Thank you. Okay, night, night.